Okay, so this one of the comments on a post I made yesterday. So it reads, please I have Peugeot 406 with EW10J4 engine, and I'm having an issue of black smoke, and I have changed all the oxygen sensors and brain balls, and still the car didn't stop. The black smoke did not stop. Please help me on what to do. Okay. Now you need to understand black smoke can be caused by a lot of things, not just the oxygen sensor or the engine ECU. However, depending on some models of 406 with the EW10J4, I'm talking about the production year and where the car was produced. Some might bring up black smoke when the oxygen sensor is bad. The upstream is oxygen sensor is bad. While some 406 with the same engine produced in a different place or different year will not produce that black smoke even when the oxygen sensor is bad. So it all depends, like I said, on the system. So um I don't understand what if you have thoroughly diagnosed the vehicle before you started changing parts randomly. Because if you have actually done a thorough diagnosis, even starting with a simple thing as scanning, why would you be changing everything with, I don't know what to say. Because if your C sensor is good, why change it? Because your diagnostic tool or your scanner will tell you your C sensor is good. So why replace it if you actually scan the vehicle? So I think it's your fault that you weren't doing properly diagnosing this car all this while. It's as if you are even complicating matter, because it's possible you've removed a working oxygen sensor and put faulty ones, and also possible that the ECU, here you called it a brain box, that you change the ECU, which could also be that the one you remove was working well and you now put a faulty one in the process of trying to stop the black smoke. And also one thing you should understand when it comes to Peugeot 406, like I say, these cars behave differently. Their engine ECUs, when you try to pair them, or if you like the already coded ECU, when you try to pair it with another, in other words, what Nigerians call free code ECU or virgin ECU. In fact, free code, not necessarily virgin. Most times, what they do in the ECU affect it to the point that it will be blowing out black smoke. So sometimes for 406, especially with that EW10J4 engine, it's much better to simply buy a complete kit for the used one or buy a brand new one and code it to the BSI. So I don't know if you are buying the so-called free code and doing it's possible you are still buying the same thing that is causing the black smoke. You remove one that is causing black smoke, put another one that is causing black smoke. But you didn't state here that you change the complete kit. Or it could also not be the EC, it could be the wiring harness. Because your wiring harness is messed up, if it's abused and wrongly connected, it will do the same. Or if, for example, we don't even know if the car originally had EW10J4 from you. It's possible that it's one of those ones that people will convert, like from V6 to EW10J4, from diesel to EW10J4, even from SU10J4R to EW10J4, and mess up the electrical part of the conversion in the process. Of course, no matter what you do, the car will be vomiting black smoke once the electrical conversion was not properly done. Even if it's not bringing out black smoke, so as it is, you don't know the current, actually, the state of your vehicle. So it's not something that can be explained or solution found online until physically one will look at your car, properly diagnose and tell you, see, this is your problem. So it's no uh, simple solution to your car than to have it properly diagnosed by an expert. In this case, stop doing trial and error. Stop giving your car to people that have limited knowledge on these newer Peugeot vehicles. 406 is even an old car by current standards. It's an old car already. But still, some people find it difficult. Technicians, they find it difficult to properly diagnose the vehicle. So look for people that will diagnose it well. See, the problem with Nigerians is they don't like to pay for diagnosis. Let's just be clear about this. Whenever I mention diagnosis, they feel like the person is being wicked to bring that up, or the person that is not good or it's improper to spend money to diagnose a car before you talk about repairs. So they would rather take it to someone that will do a free diagnosis and then charge for repairs. So that's where you have a problem, because people that will do that free diagnosis have zero knowledge on how to properly diagnose this car. Because if they do, the money, for example, the money I spend in gathering my tools for diagnosis, you have zero idea how much it costs. I know a lot of tools I have just to diagnose a modern Peugeot vehicle. So you think I will buy all those tools and be doing it for free? So that's what I'm saying. If you just like when you go to hospital, for them to diagnose or not, they don't do it for free. You have to pay for the diagnosis, the consultation or whatever before they not tell you this is your problem. In other words, diagnosis in hospital is like test, to conduct tests, do lab tests, do this, do that. That's the diagnosis in process. So expect when modern cars, see, that's how we wanted it. We hate most people hated the older cars like 504, 505. Say how they consume too much fuel, they don't have this, they don't have that. They want something newer with better gadget, with this and that. Then the car became very complex and sophisticated electrically. So it's no longer 504. You don't need to pay any dime to do diagnosis because it's mostly mechanical. So now if you want something newer, something more complex, then you have to pay because they have to be electrically diagnosed with expensive tools, expensive diagnostic tools. So nobody will do it for you for free. So once you have that understanding, owning these modern cars will not be a big issue to you. Pay for that diagnosis, no matter how little or whatever, the one you can afford. Then you know what you are dealing with, what your car issue is. It's better for you. So stop wasting money. Look for a Peugeot expert that will diagnose your car for you. And then your problem will be solved. At least you know, if you can't afford to do the repairs now, if I can get this, I can be able to fix it. It's now up to you to plan how to raise the money. Okay, that's all.